probably the last episode of 2021. Okay, so it's been a great year here at the Hillside. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up with a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed, liked, and watched videos this year. It's growing every day. I couldn't be happier. Thank you for joining along in this plant journey, in this crazy jungle I have going on behind me, which is getting more plants every day. That's for a different episode. So this year, kind of give you a little spoiler alert, 2022, all right? I give you, just take a guess. What's it going to be? Go ahead and leave your comment down below. All right, never mind, I'm going to tell you anyway. All right, so 2022 is going to be the year of the tree. All right, this year it's all about trees here at the Hillside, whether it be fruit trees, ornamental trees, you know, rare trees, things like that. This year's going to be all about trees. Obviously, you're going to grow gardens and house plants and all that other stuff you guys like watching. But I'm going to really focus on trying to grow as many different types of trees this year as I can, whether they be for a bonsai project or just donating, or just, you know, for some of the rare things. I have some seeds I'm trying to grow just to see if I can grow it, just because, you know, it'd be kind of cool. Say I have, you know, even if it's just an ornamental in a small pot for the, you know, year or two till it gets big enough to plant out. So anyways, go ahead and start with that. But this year, it's going to be awesome. A lot of good stuff going down. So I'm going to go ahead and start today. Even though this is the last episode of 2021, might as well be the first episode of 2022. Kind of cross the bridge because New Year's is tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. I think it is. Maybe I think it's tomorrow. No, it doesn't matter. A couple days from now. Anyhow, this year I'm going to start off with growing Dawn Redwoods from seed. All right, so a couple years ago, I made a video about growing redwoods, Dawn Redwoods from seed. It was kind of amateur, kind of basic. Didn't really have a follow-up because I only had a couple seeds germinate because I was just trial and error. And I never did a follow-up on it really because there's nothing to show you, right? Anyhow, this year is already different. On middle of November, I was out walking. It was a nice warm day, had the day off. There's a nice Dawn Redwood tree, you know, half a mile from my house, maybe a quarter mile or so. And I picked a couple, 3 or 4 of the cones off of it that still had some seeds inside because, you know, as the seed pods open, they're going to drop the seeds to disperse, right? So anyhow, I picked up a couple cones, had plenty of seeds in it. I put them in the wet paper towel, kept them in the fridge, okay? So about 30 days they were in the fridge. After that, I took them out of the plastic bag, which is this exact one here. Okay, I had the paper towel, had the seeds on top, and I left it at room temperature, out of direct light, just on my plant table behind me, okay, next to all the other plant friends it has. And it started germinating, okay, about 2 weeks. This is what you need to look for if you're growing your own Dawn Redwoods from seed. All right, so do check this out, okay? So if you start looking really carefully, you can kind of see like right here, this little guy right there. There's probably 2 of them connected. Right there, is it gonna focus? I don't know. But right there, the little green sprout coming out of the seed right there. Okay, so there's one there, and there's one more right here, very, very gently. Actually, there's two of them, 2 seeds side by side, so there's 3 more. And there's one right there, so 4. Okay, so I have by far found the best method for germinating Dawn Redwoods. I've also germinated coastal redwoods this way. You know, the giant ones you see out in California and Oregon, places like that. This is the most effective way to germinate these guys. Okay, they need a constant moisture, nice cool temperature, and roughly 30 days cold stratification. I've read some things saying Dawn Redwoods take a minimum of 90 and sometimes longer, and they were in the fridge for 30 days. I promise you. I didn't show you, but you can, if you've grown seeds from the paper towel method, you know what that's all about. Okay, so this is what you have right here. Now, I've already had some already germinated. They're not all going to germinate at the same time. I had some germinate probably 4, 5, 6 days ago, and they're over here. I'm going to show you the progress of those right now. But don't give up hope. If you see 1 or 2 germinate, just keep them in the cool temperatures. And you can see some of these, like right here, you can pretty much tell this one's non-viable because it's very, very black on the inside, and there's really not a healthy embryo in there. This one's pretty much dried up, and there's any life in that one. But you kind of get an idea. Like this one here still has potential. The embryo's kind of swelled on that as well. So you do this enough, you kind of start getting an idea of which ones are going to be. This one here, there's a pretty good chance that one coming out probably today. It's just barely starting to open up the seed coat right there. Anyhow, let me show you what I've grown so far with the other ones in the container here. Okay, Never let a good pot go to waste. This is an old mac and cheese container, okay? I love germinating seeds in this. They're obviously going to be dispensable because my daughter loves these things. They are water retentive because obviously it's a food grade container. Anyhow, they make great little starter cups. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, okay? Especially when you're going to grow like 1,000 trees or something this year. The investment would just be not really worth it at the end when you have free things. Well, not really free things, but things you've, have at your disposal anyhow, right? Anyhow, so I put the seeds that I germinated very carefully. I would put them on the soil here, and very carefully try to pull this off. Rubber band, very important to keep your young redwood seeds, whether they be Dawn Redwoods, Coast Redwoods, and I've never grown the giant sequoias, but I'm sure they would have probably similar climatic requirements, but the definite constant moisture is what these guys need. All right, so do check this out. See right there, you see 1, 2, 3. There's one there, there, and there. There's a couple more planted that have not quite broke from the soil yet. But there you go. I've kept these guys in this little mac and cheese container. Kept plastic wrap over top to keep them nice and moist. So there you go. So there's kind of like just a very basic intro to the 2022 Growing Trees series. Hope you do follow along. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. Put out a lot of episodes with germinating trees from seed. It's going to be awesome. Hope you guys do enjoy this type of content. If you want to follow along, please subscribe. This is going to be a great year. If you're interested in growing trees, it's definitely going to be a very interesting year for you. I guarantee that. All right, guys, thanks from the Hillside. Happy 2022 to everybody else out there. And I'll see you next time here, growing some more trees or some other crazy stuff here at the Hillside. Until then, bye-bye.